nung wala pa kayo, I think Marilo directed, I produced Carnal.
Yes.
And the late Marilo Abaya directed it for me. And she was telling me during a breakfast meeting with her, sabi ko, Marilo, bakit medyo mahina tayo sa alam mo na, art film yung Carnal, no? So we were expecting a blockbuster film, no? Kasi nasanay tayo sa mga FPJ movies ko, mga action films. So, yun, hindi sanayang ang sabi niya at that time, I think the Filipinos are not ready to watch Archie movies, no? Medyo malalim na konti. So they wanted mga universal appeal na mga drama-drama, hindi malalim masyado. But it was an art film, so it made a lot of awards all over the world, no? Marami siyang award there at that time. At saka at that time, we decided to set up this school. Nakita rin niya the directing was really bad in some of the films that we made. Marami siyang criticism notes. So I mean, let's come up with a school that will teach this new generation. Parating na yung new generation of filmmakers, no? So they'll be able to see the teachings that we generate from UCLA, from New York, no? Sa UK, UK, aral sa UK si Marilu eh. Ako naman, aral ng konti sa Sunset Boulevard sa Hollywood for many months. And then, we decided to set up the school that was 15 or 18 years ago. Because Marilu's dream was to come up with beautiful movies every time. Mataas ang niya, ang pangarap niya sa filmmakers dito. And it is also my passion. Gusto ko magkaroon ng eskwela dahil gusto ko rin matuto yung mga kabataan. And it's making good right now. Nakita niyo mga produkto namin, no? In fact, some of these students are not yet graduated, but they are already being contacted by these networks. Karamihan sa kanila nasa networks ngayon, nasa GMA, ABS, Channel 5, no? Walang all our students are working. Wala na papakante. Okay, so much about APFI.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
ETVN.
ETVN muna. By the way, I'd like to introduce our new business. Actually, it's not our business. It is God's business. Okay? Paki-playback mo, Ram.
ETVN stands for Emmanuel Television.
It is ETVN is Emmanuel TV Network. Emmanuel means God with us.
This is also the network owned by Directed. Most of the content are on the religious sector.
Natutuwa ako. We've not heard so much about you, Ben. What was the last movie you did? I mean, parang bigla mo kaming binulaga.
Well, yeah, I'd like to continue that, no? Sasabi natin ni Mel, ano po ito, comeback directed?
More than
No, it's not actually a comeback thing. It is just, I'm gonna produce and direct the life story of Archbishop Teofilo Camomot, no? He is our next saint. I love this story, and by the way, the writer is Mr. Celso de Guzman. Ayun po nakatayo niya. Siya po writer, he'll talk to you about it later on.
Yeah.
Okay? When I was in Cebu, we had a meeting with our partners there. Napagit po sa akin ng isang kapartner natin na meron isang storya na dapat igawang pelikula. So, we were given a book about Archbishop Camomot, and this story was really like Padre Pio. Ang galing ng storya ng obispong ito. So, without any reluctance, I said, okay, let's do the movie. Ang ganda talaga ng storya niya. You'll be impressed when Brother Cecil will tell you more about it later. Sige, ETVN mo na. The Oasis of Love promotions department nila. We were, many years ago, we were involved with Oasis. Up until now, nandun pa rin kami sa Oasis of Love. But we are more on the media side. So we are doing all these programs, parang EWTN of the USA. Alam natin ang EWTN sa US. ngayon lang nagkaroon ng ETVN sa Philippines. So, if you will notice that there are no vloggers there, wala kaming vlogging na puro, these are studio-made projects, mga talk shows namin sa studio ginagawa, and we also cover masses everywhere. No? Kung may nag-request, we will cover for them, libre naman. We don't charge this cent. Oo. Why is it that there is ETVN? May nagtatanong niya sa amin, madalas. Sabi ko nga, I think aside from being in the show, being for many years, it is about time that we do something for the Lord. Sabi ko, we are in the media business, so it is quite easy for us to do something about it, like invite priests, bishops, and other congregations or other institutions to join us. Later on today, we'll be naming some of the coming projects that we'll have at ETVN. That's why Mr. Saludo is here. May mga usapan po kami ng CPCP, yung Catholic Bishops Conference of the Philippines, to do some short things for them. ETVN has been running for the past 5 years, no? 4 years and a half. In fact, nag-umpisa yata ito before, during the pandemic, and it has grown ever since. Kadalasan po, naimbita kami sa mga events ng Divine Mercy. Nationwide na po yung Divine Mercy natin. It is a devotion to the Divine Mercy. And many times also when the Papal Nuncio would inaugurate or appoint someone, we will be invited also to cover them. And we have a lot of shows, ongoing shows at ETVN right now. And there are more coming. So ang focus namin dito is just to evangelize. It is not to monetize. We're not making money here. It is just pure evangelization.
How do you access it?
You go to YouTube and Facebook, browse, just check on it. Nandun naman po siya.
Dun siya.
Oo. So I'd like to introduce Mr. Saludo here, who is the Senior Vice President of ETVN, and he'd like to talk more about our forthcoming projects. No? Father Rick. Taga Manila Times din po siya. I forgot to tell you, and he's the Press Secretary of the former President, Mrs. Arroyo.
Mr. Saludo, salamat po. Ang pangalan ko ay Rick Saludo, Ricardo, para doon sa mga nagbabasa ng Manila Times. Ito po ako sa mga sumusulat doon ng column tuwing Huwebes at saka Linggo. At ang ating po mga column daw, pinagkahalo po natin ang public affairs, ang mga nangyayari sa mundo at sa bayan, sa mga usaping parelihiyon. So ina-apply po natin ang relihiyon sa pang-araw-araw na buhay. Dito po sa ETVN, ako po'y pinalad na mailahok ni Direct Ben bilang Vice President for Programming. So ang ating po focus ay programming. At ang mga sinusulong po natin ngayon ay mga programa na talagang kakagatin ng mga importanteng sektor ng ating lipunan. Halimbawa po, last week lang katatapos namin mag-shoot ng 2 episode ng isang programang ang pamagat ay Catecutes. Catecutes. Para po ito sa kabataan, gaya ng mahuhulaan ninyo. So we want to reach out to the youth sector, and that's not only us who wants to reach out to them. Catecutes po, C-A-T-E-C-U-T-E-S, Catecutes. Pinagsama po siyempre ang salitang katekismo at saka cute. Ito po, kasushoot lang namin last week doon sa programa po, at ito'y lalabas na po sa linggong ito. Ang topic po, isipin nyo, hindi pang kabataan, pero ang topic ay Eucharist at saka Sacred Heart. 2 episode po yan. Lalabas this week yung Eucharist kasi sa darating na linggo, it is the Feast of Corpus Christi, which is the Feast of the Eucharist. So, at dito, usapan yung mga kabataan. Ang mga tao doon, panay kabataan. Panay kabataan, meron lang kaming isang eksperto na sumasagot sa mga tanong ng kabataan. Yung pa yung isang sektor. We also have upcoming, and we are in discussion with the group of His Eminence Cardinal David a drama series. A drama series, ang working title po, Kwentong Kardinal. Bakit po Kwentong Kardinal? It is based on 3 books of short stories written by Cardinal David, recounting true stories from his priesthood and when the time he was a bishop. Hindi pa po kardinal nung dahil pero these are stories, ang pamagat, the gospel of mercy, the gospel of love, and the gospel of hope. Yung gospel of hope, nagkataon man this year, Jubilee Year of Hope. So may mga kwento ko yan, mga kwentong katuwa-tuwa. Our initial episode, may konting katatawanan, may nag-iwan ng bata dun sa parokya. Iniwan doon. Actually, doon sa ladies, iniwan doon sa mga kababaihan doon, babalik daw yung nanay, hindi na bumalik. Ngayon, ang nangyayari, pansamantala, inalagaan ng mga pari yung bata. Mukhang hindi yata sila tinuruan ng pag-aalaga ng bata sa seminaryo. No? So medyo maganda yung drama natin doon. Ano? So yan, that is our... So who are we reaching out to here? Yung ating pong nanonood ng mga drama. At syempre, sa kabutihan para sa aming pakikipag-usap kay Cardinal David, umayag po siya na mag-intro at mag-extro ng mga bawat episode. So we will, we hope that will draw the audience. So yan po ang ating balak, makaabot sa mga sektor na hindi karaniwang para bang malapit sa relihiyon, pero sana maakit po sila. Yes sir, may tatanong kayo.
Yung cardinal stories, based lahat yun sa stories.
Stories niya. Oh. Now he has a co-writer din na meron din ibang story. Basically, the book is, mostly his stories. Magaganda po ang mga storya. Hindi na namin kayo pangungunahan, pero very, very human stories na when we're ready to launch it, you'll get more information about the episode. May igli lang po yan, mga 15 to 20 minutes, no? Pero really insightful, very with religious insight, and at the same time, very human stories. Gaya na nasabi ko yung unang episode.
Saan airing ito?
Again, online po tayo. Online, no?
YouTube.
Of course, pag may lumapit sa ating broadcast network na interesado, well, we'll talk with them. No? Pero,
Yung RH
ang importante, meron, like Direct Ben mentioned nga na we are in discussion with, DCRH is of course radio station. But they're moving into UHF television, which will be free TV. Yan, bahagi po ito ng mga pinag-uusapang maipasok na programming doon. A third sector we want to reach out is the business sector. Alam niyo po yan, syempre, these are the decision makers in our society. We also want them to think of the faith and ethics and morals sa kanilang negosyo, sa kanilang pamumuno. Kasama po rito hindi lang ang mga negosyante, kundi mga professionals, no? And we have a show with a working title, Jesus, My CEO. Jesus, My CEO. At ang aming kapartner po dito ay ang Brotherhood of Christian Businessmen and Professionals, BCBP. Matagal na po itong grupo, panahon pa nung nagsimula yung kasama ng Couples for Christ, yan yung mga nanganak doon sa unang charismatic group na Ligaya ng Panginoon. Nagbunsod po yan ng Couples for Christ at saka BCBP. Kapulong po natin yung BCBP to produce this show that will bring faith to business and the professions. Para po sa panunood po ng ating mga nasa negosyo, nasa trabaho, mga pinuno ng lipunan at negosyo, magkaroon po sila rin ng pag-unawa sa mga usaping pananampalataya, moralidad, usaping panlipunan, sa pananaw po ng Catholic social teaching. So yan po, and some of the shots you saw there, kasi yung sa aming coverage po with BCBP, hindi lang itong weekly show na ito, kundi ang kanilang mga events, no? Noong Oktubre, nagkaroon ng international conference dito ng mga Christian business groups all over the world. Kinover po natin yan. Yung nakita niyong footage ni Cardinal David, nagsasalita siya, that was a national breakfast meeting of BCBP. So yan po ang aming collaboration sa kanila na para talaga maihatid sa ating mga negosyante at mga nasa profesyon ang diwa ng ating relihiyon. Para maipasok naman po nila at hindi lang kwarta at ambisyon ang tinutukay. So these are three major segments. And the other group, of course, we want to reach out to, marami po tayong mga kababayan sa buong mundo, no, na nag-uuhaw rin para sa spirituality, sa relihiyon. Diyan po ang malaking bahagi po ng ating programming. Mahigit 1,000 video na po ang naipost ng ETVN. Babalikan po natin yan at i-edit, bibigyan ng karampatang intro para sa mga Pilipinong, lalo na sa abroad, na naghahanap ng ganyang material. So yan din po isa pang sektor na ibig nating kapulungin. At sa darating pong Hulyo, one last thing, sa Hulyo po, July 1 to 7, yan po ay ang CBCP plenary. Twice a year, meron pong plenary conference ng ating mga obispo. So we'll be going to join them in Bohol and already intensify our partnership with them, talk with them on how ETVN can directly support their activities. Kasi po ang ating mga obispo, meron silang mga dioceses, but on top of that, there are episcopal commissions. Ito po yung mga commission, pinumuno ng mga obispo para magbunsod ng mga program para sa kabataan, sa mga migrante, sa mga usaping panlipunan, public affairs, pati sa liturhiya, all of these various areas in which the CBCP is building our faith. We hope to collaborate more closely with them para po ang ating pong ETVN ay maihatid, mapalakas panlalo ang mga programa ng ating simbahang Katolika. And we will start especially with our programming in Metro Manila and surrounding provinces. Kasi yan pong mga dioceses na yan, we want to cover more intensively.
ETV is not a commercial station.
No, it is not po. Hindi po. And as you can see, of course, it's posted for free online sa atin pong YouTube at saka Facebook. One thing also that has gotten a lot of attention lately, we now live stream events in the Vatican. So yung pong yung mga misa ni Pope Leo, so we want to do that more regularly because we're finding that we get a lot of not only people watching but commenting that they appreciate the fact that we live stream on our Facebook page the content that is.
You have certain hours to air.
Yeah, and we can enter live. Pwede ho palang pwedeng i-air namin ng live.
ETV itself has
24 hours.
24 hours.
Yeah, because it's on YouTube, you can watch it anytime.
Anytime, yeah.
No, so pag
but in programming,
Programming,
tuloy o
yeah. Yung nangyayari nito, kung meron kaming live stream, then it will be posted na makikita nyo ongoing it's live stream. Pero pag natapos yung live stream, nandun na, permanente na ron. This Saturday, for those who might wanna watch it, we are going to live stream a talk on the Sacred Heart to be given by Monsignor Carlos Estrada, who is the former regional head of the Opus Dei congregation. So he will be giving a talk dito lang sa Santuario de San Jose. Will be covering it and live streaming it. No? So these are some of the things we do. We really bring the faith live as much as possible to our Catholic faithful. Sige po, madal na masyado.
Thank you, Brother Rick.